everybody? Storm Warrior Ascension here with my good friend Ascended Dreamz.
Ascended Dreamz bursting onto the scenes with guidance to infinite love and access to positive energy. So this is the first episode of Ascension Talks. I'm glad to be here with my brother Storm Warrior Ascension. We're just going to be diving deep into some topics and uncovering some tips and things that may help some of you guys who may be looking for guidance on this path to ascension. So, with that being said, Peter, let's talk about your ascension process. How's things been looking in your life, man?
It's been pretty wild. I've been working on manifesting a lot of things, and I just manifested my new car, and things are going really great for me, but the past few months have been crazy. It was just bad luck and craziness and just super intense energy that I had to overcome and fight through and just integrate all these energies coming in. And just if you're doing the work, just be patient, because everything is in cycles, and you might be going through a rough cycle. A lot of us are going through a lot of crazy shit right now, and everything is in cycles. And if you're in a rut right now, just know that things will get better as long as you're doing the work. You're facing your shadows and facing your demons and putting in the work, and just keep on doing that. And
Absolutely, very well said. I think I agree with that 100%. I think that when we're putting in the work, we oftentimes want to see the fruits of our labor pay off immediately, and it can be very tiresome and feel like a karmic burden to you if you're not reaping the benefits of the hard work you're putting in. But like Storm Warrior said, guys, be patient. Be patient with yourselves and be patient with other people around you, because ultimately, when you're patient with yourself and you're patient with other people around you, you create more space for yourself to act more authentically. And when you put out that vibration of authenticity, you're able to attract your dreams and manifest whatever it is that your heart truly desires here on this planet. So be patient with yourselves, guys, because this is a long process, and honestly, we've been at this for a long time. I can say both of us have experienced a lot of heavy, intense ascension symptoms. So for beginners, you might be feeling a lot of these intense energies boiling up over the surface inside of the body, inside of the mind, but just remember that this is all part of the process, guys.
a lot of emotions and a lot of things are being brought to the surface right now, especially things from your past. And when they come up, you can't get caught up in it. Just be aware of it, and ask yourself why is this coming up to the surface, and just be open and integrate it. Don't try to suppress it with drugs or alcohol or anything. Watching TV, you have to integrate that energy. Now, what are some of the ascension symptoms that you have been going through lately?
So, man, I've been feeling a lot of intense energies. I've been having a lot of weird kind of almost like electromagnetic signals being sent through my body. Almost like pulses, almost twitchy kind of muscle spasm type things. I've been having a lot of lucid dreams and just a lot of different fluctuations of energy, man. It's like it feels like at any moment, it's like all the different degrees of symptoms could be experienced on different levels. You know what I mean? It just kind of changes day to day. So a lot of the things I've been doing to help combat these just intense energies is staying hydrated. Because I know when I'm not drinking water, it's all that energy gets blocked up inside of me. It won't flow as freely. So I've been pushing back waters, which is another thing, guys. Push water. Push water and charge your water as well. Charge your water with intention, because we are made up of 98% water. I want to say it's 98% or something crazy like that.
I think it's a little less, but it doesn't matter.
Don't quote me on that, guys. But drink your water. Drink your H2O, because this will reduce your levels of cortisol. If you're feeling stressed out, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling depressed, water is your best friend. So utilize your resources, guys. Push your water. Yeah,
it's also very important that we have an alkaline diet, and if you don't have that, don't be so hard on yourself. It's a process. But once you really start to clean out your body and eat healthy and eat a lot of vegetables and juice and do all these things, you'll start to feel so much better, and then so much more in tune with yourself and your surroundings. And me personally, I still eat meat. I still eat bison. I still eat salmon and fish and stuff like that. But when I do, I make sure I offer prayer for that animal. I thank that animal for its life. And with the way that the establishment is right now with farming and everything, these animals have so much pain within them when they're slaughtered. They're just kept in cages their whole lives, and when you're eating the animal, you take on its pain and you take on all the chemicals that they put into it. That's why it's very important also to eat a high quality food, even though it's hard because it's so expensive. But now if I ate beef or anything like that, it would completely like drain my energy and make me feel like crap.
Absolutely. Because what you feed your body, your mind is always listening to what you put in your body. So when you're putting dead animals inside of your body, you are absorbing the energy of that animal. Because energy cannot be destroyed, it can only be transferred. So when you're eating this meat, you are actually taking on the energy empathically. Because as light workers, we are open to all of the energies. We are all connected as one. We are connected as one with each other and connected with our fellow sentient life forms here on this planet. So with that being said, we have to be conscious and mindful of all of the things that we are putting in our bodies. We cannot be eating foods and eating GMO chemicals. We can't even read on the back of these labels, guys. It's absolutely ludicrous. So not only the meat you're eating, some of the food that you're getting that has long shelf life has a lot of preservatives in there that are really causing severe impacts on your body. So be mindful of what it is you're putting in your body, and if you are putting something lower vibrational in your body, be sure to think where it came from before you put it in your body.
I'd like to add something. And your diet is not just about the foods that you put into your body. It's the people that you surround yourself with.
Absolutely.
It's the television that you're watching, everything that you're putting into your consciousness, into your energy, everything that you're putting your energy into, that is your diet. And I see so many people, just watching TV, binge watching TV, and then you just get sucked into that, and that becomes your reality. Instead, we need to be channeling our energy wisely and putting our energy into things that are going to benefit our future and build our future instead of just being comfortable and settling. We need to, it's time for us to thrive, and it's that time for us is over, and we need to do the work.
Absolutely. And that's well spoken. I think that's a really big point that you bring up just now, that we must immerse ourselves and turn our attention towards the practices that are going to better serve us as individuals while here on this planet. Because it's not that you can't watch TV, but it's everything in moderation, guys. If you're binge watching things and fixing your mind on very harsh images, those things are going to settle on your subconscious mind, and it's going to make it harder for you to connect to your true source, the true divinity that exists inside of each and every one of us, right? So not only through your television, but through your very, very toxic water. Our water is actually being toxified at the moment, and that's why it's important, going back to what you said about alkalinity, to keep your body in a purified state. And you can do this by drinking natural spring water, which will help you to just cleanse out all of those toxins that are stored up inside of your cellular memory. Because that's ultimately what we're sent here to do, is rid our body of all them nasty toxins. You don't want all of this food to code as junk DNA, because ultimately it will make it hard to reprogram that DNA when you are engaging in this ascension process.
And they dump a lot of fluoride in our water, and it also calcifies your pineal gland, which is...
Thank you, I was looking for that.
Yeah, there's these companies, these institutions are just, they want to keep people suppressed and not knowing the truth and thinking for themselves. It's all control, and it's time for us to break out of that. and we're infinite spiritual beings having a human experience. We're not these bodies. We're here for a greater purpose, and life is a school, and we're here to learn. We're here to experience. But our earth has been stuck in a cycle of darkness for a long time, and now we're graduating. We're evolving into a higher density. And it's very important, especially in this next decade or 20 years, we're going to go through a lot of changes, and we can see that with everything that's going on in the world. And it's time for us to clear through our ancestral karma and all these things, all this programming that we've been brought up with in our schools, with our parents, everything. It's time we break out of that and free ourselves, free our consciousness.
Absolutely. And I think what you're speaking to is the karmic chains that have seek to keep people oppressed on a mass level here on this earth, by whether it be educational system that you spoke on, or whether it be from the television, or all of these things that have just seek to keep us distracted. It's even seeping through the media now. You see it with Facebook, you see it with Instagram. We see it with this idealism, this culture of idealism, where we want to compare ourselves to other people. We must stop comparing ourselves to other people and embody the unique divine gifts that all of us innately are given here on this planet.
Authenticity.
Authenticity is key, absolutely. And we are now immersing ourselves into a world where everybody is honoring and valuing themselves to the highest degree possible. And when we are immersing ourselves in these practices, we begin to radiate this love free-flowingly to everyone around us and to every other life form around us. So it's important to purify your actions, purify your practices here on this planet. Get into your meditations, stay creative. For my painters, for my musicians, anybody who right now is just looking for an escape, dive deeper into your creative practices, because right now, it's all we got. The time is now. We have not a second longer to wait. Because if we wait, we are giving them consent. And by them, I speak to the dominator culture that is seek to keep us controlled. Well, I just think where I was really going with that is that we can begin to shift this negativity that is taking place here on this planet by having this new level of communication established amongst human beings. So right now, just even having this conversation and opening up to the idea that there's a lot of people waking up on this planet is raising the collective consciousness of the earth. And before we can raise the collective consciousness of the earth, we must put ourselves in position to raise our own vibration and raise our own levels of energy. Because without this, we are running on an empty tank. And this is imperative. This is not okay. We have to immerse ourselves in the newfound practices that will promote this new paradigm that is unfolding here on this planet. So, guys, like I said, for everybody doing the work right now, continue to meditate, continue to stay creative, and ultimately just continue to be yourself. Because you need to do nothing more in this moment than to be yourself. That is all the universe is asking of all of us right now.
So in reality, we're all one. We're all connected. And there's an energy field that's connecting all of us and the earth and the entire solar system and the universe. And we're all connected to that. So individually, when you're doing the work individually, you are affecting the whole. And
absolutely,
that's why the earth is the way it is, because it's been influenced by darkness. And when we go within and we find that source energy within us and we tap into that, we're affecting the whole. So there's millions of star seeds right now, light workers, old souls that are incarnating into this time of our planet to raise the frequency and be the example in this ascension. And we don't even have to be. All we have to do is just be and do the work and work on ourselves and bring out the light into the world. And we integrate that light into the earth. And there's certain grid points where light workers are placed, and when we incarnate onto this earth, we choose our parents, we choose our lifestyle and the lessons that we're going to go, but it's not set in stone. There's free will, and we have a chance that we're going to get stuck in a cycle of karma by coming here.
So, Stormware, allow me to ask you, what are some of the practices that you're beginning to dive into that are helping you navigate this ascension process right now? How can we help the people who are on the other side just kind of gain a little bit of understanding on how they can navigate through this tumultuous process here on this earth?
Well, my main thing would be like I told you when I met you, is meditation. Meditation is the key, really, and it helps you to, on an everyday basis, we're just flooded with thoughts, and we have these thoughts. Our mind is so powerful, and we're creating with our thoughts. We're putting out this energy, and we're not taught how powerful our thoughts are. When you meditate, you go within, you quiet your mind, and you're aware of your thoughts, and you begin to reprogram your thinking. And you become more tuned into the present moment, and you develop your awareness, and you become more aware of subtle energies. You become more aware of beings and energies that are around you, and you start to tune in. Also, I do oracle and tarot card readings, which really has helped me develop my intuition. I can't stress enough the importance of going out into nature. Even if you're living in the city, go out into the park, connect with, ground yourself, walk barefoot in the grass. We're thankful enough we live in Colorado, and we can go out into the mountains, and there's so much here to explore.
Absolutely.
And nature is so healing, and we have been disconnected from nature. We live in these cities and have all these busy lives, but we need to get back into nature. The Native Americans, when they lived here, they were so connected with nature and spirit, and it's something that's important, very important for your spiritual growth. Is there anything that you would like to add? Practices that you have?
That was very, very well spoken. I could say for sure that I agree with you 100% on the importance of meditation. Dive into this meditation practice, because when you dive into this meditative practice, you will begin to become aware of not only your thoughts, but of the things that you tell yourself as well. And here on this third dimensional plane, everything is a self-fulfilling prophecy. And along with this self-fulfilling prophecy is an opportunity to recreate your storyline from the ground up and reprogram your mind to attract the life of your dreams, to attract whatever it is you desire on this earth, because when you incarnated on your earth, your purpose is not to struggle. Your purpose isn't to struggle. Your purpose is to incarnate everything that you wish to embody here on this planet. So when you dive into this practice of meditation, you can begin to shift your storyline. You can begin to tell yourself the stories that best align with your highest purpose here on this earth. And when you do this, you will attract the people, the places, and the things that are needed to serve you on your journey towards ascension. So, with that being said, guys, ground yourselves. Get out into nature. Take your shoes off, because your shoes actually act as a filter. They act as a filter between you and the ground. And when you plant your feet directly in the soil, you are connecting to the energy of Mother Gaia. You are raising your vibration through the ground up, through your chakra systems, and out of your third eye, and out of your crown chakra.
It's electromagnetic energy that flows up your body and revitalizes and recenters your energy fields and grounds you. It's so important. And another thing is working with crystals. Like we have here, crystals are so powerful, and they're sentient beings of themselves, and they're channels for energy. You can program them, and you can set intentions for them to do things and meditate with them. And I've been working with crystals for years, and it's literally skyrocketed my growth. I can't begin to explain how powerful working with crystals is. And even in ancient Atlantis, they used the power of crystals. Absolutely. And they harnessed the power of the crystals, and they had powerful weapons and energy, and crystals are so powerful, and I can't stress the importance of it.
Absolutely. I agree with that 100%, guys. Keeping crystals on you is imperative during these times. And I actually recently, for all my beginners who are just getting into this ascension process, I actually dealt with early on a lot of sleeping issues, sleep pattern issues, dream interruptions, maybe sleep paralysis-esque symptoms. And I can say that when I slept with a shungite under my pillow and when I slept with a charged quartz or an amethyst under my pillow, that a lot of the psychic attacks that I were enduring went away on their own. So, along with what Peter said, guys, make sure that you are connecting with crystals and make sure that you are working authentically with these crystals, because these can promote healthy benefits in your lifestyle, especially while engaging in this process of ascension, because these crystals are ultimately living being creatures. They don't appear that way to us because they're just like rocks, right? Wrong. These are actually living creatures here, charged with healing capabilities and healing powers that were put on this earth for us to utilize. And you can express yourself through many different forms of crystal work. You don't have to just carry them on you. You can get Reiki work done on you. You can get psychic readings done and utilize crystals to help amplify those energies. The limitless possibilities that come along with crystals, man, it's infinite possibilities. That's all I can say.
Hell yeah, dude. Well said.
Thank you. Got anything you want to add to that? About crystals?
No, I think we covered that.
Covered crystals?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So what are some other things that we should talk about on this ascension? What are some huge things that
you can talk about spirit guides. So we all have spirit guides and higher teachers and angelic beings who are around us, working with us, and we can tune into those energies. We can ask for assistance in things, and like manifesting things and protection. But the important thing is to ask, because if you don't ask, they don't have. It goes against your free will. They can't do anything. But it's also important to be aware, because there's also darker energies, dark entities that can attach themselves to people. And if you're not careful and you don't know what you're doing, if you're not ready to connect with these energies, they can be tricksters. So you have to be careful. I'm not trying to spread fear. It's just something that you have to be aware of, and that'll come in time. But there's so many energies, so many positive energies that are assisting our planet right now, and from different star systems. And because we're going through an ascension, we're moving from the third density into the fourth density. And right now, the third density is this physical, dense reality, and fourth density is becoming more psychically open, and it's actually like the heart center, the heart chakra, and becoming more loving and activating your gifts and realizing that we're all one and awakening spiritually, and that's going into the fourth density. And all these beings are here to assist us, and it's amazing because I've had contact with these beings. I see them out in the sky, and it's really been a blessing in my life. And I know that I have a higher power with me, and same with a lot of you who are here doing the work, a lot of you light workers, and it's something to be aware of. And you can, like I said before, you can connect with these energies.
Absolutely. And with that being said, you guys are all spiritual warriors. Every single one of you guys are spiritual warriors. So whatever you're being tested with right now is actually there for you to utilize and to further expand your levels of consciousness. Within the darkness offers a great opportunity for you to really experience light. Because wherever your darkness is seeping in is also where the light seeps in as well. So wherever you think you're wounded, you're not. You are actually a fully healed being right now. And we are just waiting to catch up to that healed, perfect, divine timeline. Right? Because as conscious beings, we are now aware that time is a man-made construct. So right now, with fifth dimensional consciousness being accessible here on this planet, we are stepping outside the boundaries of time, outside the parameters of human constructs, and immersing ourselves into an intergalactic practice that will allow for us to channel and embody higher dimensional frequencies here on this planet. So we are all one single-celled functioning organism observing itself through separate entities and living life forms here on this planet, right?
Mm-hmm. And, you know, all this darkness that you go through, all these challenges, they're a catalyst for growth. And, you know, you can't truly experience you can't truly experience the light if you don't know what darkness is, if you haven't experienced the darkness. If you're living in love and light your whole life, you're not going to be able to truly appreciate what it's like. You know, I've been in the deepest depths of hell. I've been through some crazy shit, and now that I'm in such a good place in my life, I can truly appreciate it. And as long as you keep on doing the work and, you know, just be you, you know, it's going to come into fruition.
Absolutely. And stay grateful. Stay grateful for all the opportunities, for good and bad opportunities, right? So always stay grateful, because when you're grateful for life, when you are grateful for the experiences that are unfolding in your life, be it good or bad, you are amplifying your magnetic field. You are amplifying your blessings. You are putting yourself in position to attract the things that you knowingly deserve here on this planet. Because why settle for anything less, right?
And you're aligning when you're grateful for everything that you have. You're like you said, you're attracting abundance into your life, and the more you give and your service to others, the more you attract into your life, and then you align with that manifestation that you want. If you can envision yourself being a speaker, a leader, you know, living your dream, and then you can align with that and be grateful for where you are every step of the way, even when you're going through some dark times. You know, we live on a beautiful planet, and this is, you know, even though it's hard as hell, but we are so blessed to be on this planet at this time, and it's truly amazing.
And it is a great opportunity.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a great opportunity. And when you are grateful, I also wanted to expand on the idea that you will begin to attract people who are matching your levels of gratitude as well. And this is very important, because the people that you keep around you, the energy that you keep around you, could ultimately help to contribute to the raising of your frequency, or can help deplete your levels of energy. So it's important to stay mindful. Stay mindful of the people that you're keeping around you, because you want to be keeping high vibrational beings around you who are speaking into your life, who are reciprocating the energy, the pure loving energy that you are free-flowingly giving to others around you. You want that to be reflected and mirrored back into your life, so that you don't feel drained, that you don't feel defeated, and that you don't feel used at the end of the day, right? So ultimately, charge your battery, guys. I keep going back to meditation, but this is one of the pure practices that we can utilize to keep ourselves in a higher vibrational state. So this is just one of the many practices that you can utilize. There's many other practices, and I just wanted you guys to know that you are powerful in this now.
Yeah.
So heck yeah. Do you have anything else you want to add on top of that, man? You want to dive into any more?
I think we should save it for the next one. Next Ascension Talk.
You're right. Definitely right.
I think we covered a lot of good topics, and yeah, stay tuned for more, for content from both of us, Storm Warrior Ascension and my man Ascended Dreamz, bursting out to the scene. And
guidance to infinite love and access to positive energy.
Hell yeah. I love you guys. Peace out.
Thank you so much.